So what's happening, guys? I've seen numerous videos on blacking out, football shoes and changing the color of football shoes and vice versa. So I thought I'd basically change the color of my boxing gloves. There's a story behind this. I'm not just doing it for the sake of doing it. Basically, the club I'm a part of, they when I do grading, they want me to use black boxing gloves. It is what it is, and I don't really want to question it. I guess it's like, I guess it's the club color, so it's all good. But what I've done is, the brand which I had here, as I'm not sponsored by a brand, I don't actually see the need of wearing a brand. So I've debranded it and I've taken the brand off, and I've done that very carefully by using one of these instruments, which you can get from like a specialist haberdashery shop. It is sharp, so be careful. If you're a young individual taking the stitching off, just get an adult to help you. So I did a bit of research. What I found was they use this like chemical agent. I found this at a place called John Lewis. So I bought this from John Lewis, and it's a leather dye. And what it basically does, it stains the leather. This is a chemical, so you have to take your own responsibility when you're using this. So the first things first, I'm going to, obviously protection comes in, so I'm going to wear some plastic gloves, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my boxing gloves with a nail polish remover, or you can use any alcohol. So I'm back with the Belvie. You know how we do it. You can use it as a cleaning agent. This is quite expensive, so hey, why not? So while I'm cleaning this, we'll go on a short break. So I've done the cleaning. Residue of colour or sweat, it'll all come off. So the next thing is just to basically dry them up. So this product basically came with its own brush, but I don't like the look of the brush, and it isn't basically what I would use. Basically, it doesn't have a nice straight edge on it, so I'm using my own brush. It's quite small, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building up layers on the glove. So it might take a few attempts to build up some layers. I think it'd be good to wear a mask as well if you're doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start testing it off on the very tip of the glove. So let's have a look. Make sure you build up very thin layers. Don't, slap it on in one go, because you want to get the best. You want to get the best result possible. So straight lines and brush strokes which go up and down basically. It does dry pretty quickly. So this is a few days after, and I had to take a break because I was busy comparing the one coat of black dye to the original red colour of the glove. You can see, it's done a really good job. It obviously needs another coat, so I'm going to give this glove its second coat. The next step will be to protect the boxing glove with some sort of sealant. So basically, I've got both the boxing gloves. They've been covered. One has been protected, and the other one hasn't yet. I'm using this product, and it's called Colour Lock. Found it on Amazon, and it's like leather shielding. It's really good. Apparently, it prevents friction and damage between two materials. So hopefully when I'm boxing, the friction of my jab or my punches against the pad, there's no wear and tear in regards to the colouring of my glove or any damage to the pad which I'm boxing against. So basically getting myself one of these little dab sponges, and you want to shake this really well, and then it's a bit like milk. It's got that milky kind of agent to it. Essentially happens is I'm going to cover it, and it's going to look like the colour on the glove is going to be dissolving, but it's not, it's just mixing. So it looks a bit like this. Looks quite, you'll see, like, you might see it running and wipe back and forth, and it'll cover it, so you'll be alright. Doing all parts of the glove. That's sort of the result of the glove which I've just treated with the Colour Lock. It looks like an old school boxing glove. You know what you used to get like back in the day? It reminds me of an old school boxing glove. Yeah, it's good. I'm really impressed by it. It's another one. It does have it's kind of unusual. It does have a glimmer of red on the backbone of it, but from a distance you're not going to be able to tell. It just looks black. That looks pretty nice. It does have a different feeling to it. It feels much softer than my original pair of boxing gloves, which were uncovered. What I'll do is I'm going training tonight, so I'll test them out and I'll see if there's any colouring to the pads. So if there is an exchange of colour from my glove to the boxing pad, so I'll see if colour lock has actually worked. So we'll see, we'll find out.